Hey there. Why are women powerful leaders? That's a question a lot of us are asking. I'm Julie Ulstrup, the Leadership Accelerator for women, and I help women to grow their leadership so you can have a life that you love, so you can do what you want to do what you're passionate about, and live your very best life, earn more money. So here's why women are powerful leaders. I want to tell you a story. My sister and I, when we were young, we used to dance around the living room. My parents had that sculpted shag carpeting. Do you remember that? It had like the designs in it. And we would dance our hearts out to the Helen Reddy song. Do you remember that Helen Reddy song, I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar? And we would dance and we would be all over the place, and we would just be having fun and enjoying ourselves. And we were young, this definitely is showing my age, but we would dance around and we'd be like, oh, yes, I am wise. And still, when that song comes on Sirius XM, I call my sister because I think about how powerful and how strong dancing around the living room felt for us. So I don't know if any of you have ever danced around the living room or specifically danced around the living room to Helen Reddy, I Am Woman, but that was a really strong memory for me. And I think part of the reason that it was so strong is when I was a girl, I felt like I could do anything. And there have been other times in my life also when I have felt like I can do anything, and there are ebbs and flows in our lives. And what has happened for women in our culture, there are a lot of reasons why we feel like we're not powerful. There have been systemic things that have happened, and those are changing. Here's the thing, we are the ones that need to make the changes. Nobody's going to do it for us. So as women, we are responsible for our own self-leadership, which is why I am so passionate about sharing this with you. I'm going to share a technique with you. Before I do, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, because I'm going to be adding a lot more here in the coming days, weeks, months, and years, because my passion is to help you to live your very best life using these proven processes, business strategies, success strategies, so that you can have all your heart desires. So it may not be practical to dance around the living room, although I have heard of women who, before they go into a meeting, sometimes we've been taught to do this Wonder Woman power pose, and that's a good one. So okay, let me roll it up a little. Let me roll it back a bit. Part of the reason women are such great leaders, there's research on this, is because of our persuasiveness. When we feel strongly about something, there's no stopping us. I mean, you know this about yourself, but there's also now research showing this, and that is one of the highest qualities of a leader, having passion, being able to inspire others to do the same. And again, research shows that we will go after something when we are passionate about it and we feel it and we know it. So I'm going to give you an exercise that can really help you to dive in and to really feel your own power. Now, the Wonder Woman exercise is a great one. So a lot of times, I learned this when I lived in Spain. I lived in Spain several years ago. It's been over 10 years ago. And in Spain, it's a very feminine culture, and they value the feminine a lot. In Spain, here we say, I think this, I think that. We come from here a lot. We think things, we use our brain. That's how we process. So actually, I'm going to give you 2 tips today. So one is our language. Language is powerful. Those of you who know me know that I have a journalism undergraduate degree, and I've always believed that what we say matters and how we say it. When I lived in Spain, they would often say, Spaniards, and I've started to say this as well, instead of I think, they would say, I believe. Creo que. Creo que eso es. I believe that even things like, I believe the movie starts at 7 o'clock. That's what they believe. And believing is different than thinking. Because when we think something, it's in our head. When we believe it, it's in our body. So I'm going to share, so that's number one, change the way you speak about things. I believe this. And you can say that with certainty and conviction, whatever it is. I believe that this practice that I'm going to show you is going to help you to really get into your body so you can feel that persuasion, so you can feel that power that you have about what you're passionate about, and it helps take the edge off if you have any fear. So what we can do is put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. You can't see my belly. I guess I could move myself back. Well, anyway, you get the idea. There it is. And what I want you to do is I want you to put your feet firmly into the ground. I'm going to invite you close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and take a nice deep breath in. Breathe into your belly and exhale out. Breathe into your heart and exhale out. And really feel into your believing, and that powerful form of persuasion that you need to lead your life, to lead in your business, to lead your family, to lead in your community, however that looks for you. You're going to feel it when you tap into putting one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and breathing in and out. You can take a few breaths here, stay with me, or feel free to do this again before you need to have a difficult conversation, before you really think about approaching somebody. Again, if it's at work, in your family, in your community, tap into the feelings of your heart and your belly using your breath, and start using the phrase, I believe. I believe this is really helpful. I believe you will absolutely get great benefit if you click below and subscribe. I'm also going to put a link in there so you can join our email list and be apprised of all of the great things that we're offering and the things that we're sharing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Julie Ulstrup, the Leadership Accelerator for Women, here to support women to live inspired, our best lives, and make a brilliant difference in the world. Thanks so much.